Aloha, my ohana. That means hello, family. Welcome to beautiful Kauai, Hawaii. I'm here in Hawaii on vacation, and I brought you a special treat. You know, I had to take some time for you guys. And what did I do? I brought my whole freaking fragrance suitcase. Yes, I have a special suitcase for fragrances, as you can see. So let's see what fragrances I brought on vacation. And what fragrances would you guys bring on vacation? If you had a week in Hawaii with the greatest weather you can imagine, head down to the comments. Tell me what you would bring. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Scent Savant. Let's go.
Welcome to Scent Savant, and welcome to the sensational world of fragrances, where every spray tells a story and every note captivates the senses. Join me on a journey of olfactory exploration as we uncover the secrets of the most alluring scents on the market. Welcome to
Scent Savant.
Okay, so I brought 12 fragrances, full bottles, and about 10 decants. I'm not going to go through them all, but I'm going to highlight some of the ones that I want to talk about. And here's what I really want to highlight is how to build and set a fragrance around a memory. How to make a fragrance memory. You see, I brought specific fragrances in my collection. Not the ones I thought were the best, not the ones that I thought were the strongest, but the ones that I wanted to make a specific scent memory around. That, especially one that I knew I was going to wear 3 or 4 times, and that it was going to be that Hawaii scent for me. That every time I put it on, it's going to remind me of that vacation that I took with my wife and my family. And every time I smell it, I'm going to think about us arguing at the dinner. No, I'm going to think about how much I love it and the enjoyable moments that I've experienced. Starting off strong, the first fragrance is the scent memory fragrance. The fragrance that I wanted to anchor this whole trip around. And that fragrance is Sospiro's Contralto. Musky, smooth, slightly floral, perfectly unisex right down the middle. It is a better, stronger, more refined, kicked up version of Byredo's Val de Freak. Starts off with this orange blossom. Has this extreme, smooth, sort of buttery, velvety sandalwood. And in the base, there is this musk that really encompasses and takes over the whole fragrance. Now, this is a fragrance that, while riding on the boat out here for 8 hours, because we took a fishing charter, I wore this on the fishing charter. I wore this to the beach. I wore this to dinners. I've worn this 5 times now since I've been here, and it has gotten me at least 8-9 hours. This has anchored the trip and the scent memory for me for Kauai, Hawaii, and this will always be so pleasurable. This has been my number 1 ranked Sospiro in all of Sospiros for over a year now. Great, fantastic scent memory fragrance for me that will always remind me of Hawaii. Okay, next up, and this is a cheapie. I don't usually do a lot of Middle Eastern fragrances, but when we got here, my brother-in-law, who was overseas, he was in the Middle East, he went to a perfume shop, and he asked for 2 perfumes, one for his sister, my wife, and one for his brother-in-law, me. And he asked the guy, he said, give me the most modern, pleasing, but Middle Eastern fragrance that isn't an American dupe, that is an original. And what he brought me, and man, I'm so surprised. I might have to eat my words on some of these fragrances because, gosh, this is so good. So good. And I'm going to tell you what it reminds me of. But this fragrance is Paris Corner's Car. If you can see that, Paris Corner Car. If I'm saying that right. I don't know. I don't care. This is amazing. All right. So the fragrance that this reminds me of very closely, like 80% reminds me of, is Louis Vuitton's Sur La Route. Now, if you have ever heard about Louis Vuitton Sur La Route, it is a super pleasant, very light, very mass appealing leather. It has some deeper notes. It has some bergamot to lift it at the beginning. So it has this freshness, this spirit of a little bit of a citric aspect at the beginning, then settle down into this leather. And I'm so surprised. I have worn this at night 4 nights out of the 7 nights we have been here. This will be a scent memory Hawaii anchored scent for me, simply because it was here. Now, I wouldn't have brought this on this trip if it wasn't here, but the fact that it was here and the fact that it was so new and I wanted to test it in different aspects made this so enjoyable. I'm so surprised. Now, this is a leather. This has oud in it. It has some bergamot and some more citric aspects at the top, but it's not a leather fragrance that you can't wear in Hawaii. Now, if you ever experienced Sur La Rue, Louis Vuitton, it's very weak. It lasts 4 to 5 hours. And 3 to 4 hours in, it's a skin scent that sits 2 inches away from the skin. Well, this, I get that same feeling about 80%. I don't think this is a dupe. It's doing its own thing, but I get 6 to 8 hours out of this, and I get decent 1 foot projection. After about 4 to 5 hours, it sits about a foot close to the skin, and it's amazing. I've worn this to the beach, a leather fragrance at the beach. Nothing about this is aquatic. Nothing about this is seaside, but everything about this is all for season wear. And I looked it up. I'm not even mad. It's like $26. Like a dumb reach, amazing scent that it doesn't really have a super Middle Eastern flair. It just has a quality aspect to it. For $26, I am dumb shocked. It's going to make me look into more Paris Corner fragrances. Not so much the dupes, but the ones that are originals like this. Again, that's Paris Corner Kahar, $26.99, blind buy worthy. You know me. I would tell you if it's a blind buy worthy. $26, you can't miss. You cannot freaking miss. And for me, this is a scent memory that I will always remember my brother-in-law gave to me, and I always love it. Hey everybody, Scent Savant here. Always a great day to be at the beach enjoying life, and for us, enjoying a fragrance. And today, I have my second favorite marine fragrance in the whole game, Curacao Bay. Curacao Bay, man, so good. It's super sparkling, uplifting, little bit of suntan lotion, a lot of marine, a lot of blue, a little bit of citruses, tiny bit of florals, very upscale. This is very upscale, very refined, very classy, and I am spraying the crap out of myself. It has aromatic notes. It is very sparkling, opens up, juicy citrus. You really get this very vibrant, almost orange, lemon, bergamot combination. There's this tangerine, orange, lemon thing going on in the beginning. In the mid, there's this frangipani note, and it doesn't smell feminine. This is totally unisex down the middle, and that frangipani note really adds this unique, tropical, very tropical, like perfectly fitting for Hawaii vibe. There's this black currant in here. There's sea notes, and although there's no real distinct saltiness, I do get a salty aspect. It's not overly salty. It's just the right touch. And if you're a nut like me, as soon as you get out of the beach, you're gonna come and spray some Curacao Bay. Oh yeah, that's vacation vibes all the way. Let's make some memories. Okay, family, so going out to dinner, there's 2 more fragrances I wanted to talk about. Those 2 fragrances are near and dear and special to me. Actually, 3. And one of them is my favorite, hands down favorite marine fragrance. But tonight, I am wearing Ice Twist by Boldisia the Victorious. Ice Twist is fantastic. Gosh, magnificent. It is a fruity gin and tonic cocktail. It has this almost vodka-esque vibe with this fruity raspberry, apple, pear top. It's not so much tropical, and it's not so that you can pick out these fruits particularly. It's just that you're getting this fruity top. It's wonderful. And it really has this sort of brunch vibe. And it's around 6 o'clock here. We're going to have an early dinner. So kind of fits the bill perfectly. So now 2 fragrances I wanted to talk about. And this fragrance, I only brought a decant. So I'm not the type where I can go off a sample and tell you exactly how I feel about it. But I'll give you my initial impressions on it. And my initial impressions on this is Mind Games Counterplay. Gosh, all right. So I'm definitely getting a 10 ml decant of this, and I'm going to explore this and wear this a few times. But as soon as I sprayed this on, I immediately liked it from initial get-go, from the jump, from the opening to the dry down. It really captivated me. Honestly, I don't think I've smelled such a clear, precise, fruity, playful fragrance as this. Mind Game's counterplay is on par with the Bodecia. Now, I don't want to go too much into it and give it my seal and stamp of approval yet, because I really haven't experienced it. I really can't give you that much information just off the 2 ml sample. But off the 2 ml sample, I want more. And the last fragrance I want to highlight, and I brought 6 or 8 more, and we'll go through those at another time. But this fragrance that I want to highlight is my favorite marine fragrance. This is Precious Liquids Blue Agave. Hands down, my favorite marine fragrance ever created. I still haven't found another fragrance that has the elegance, the refinement, and the strength of a marine fragrance that I like that matches up with this. And I started off my collection as a blue fragrance guy, as an aquatic fragrance guy. I love aquatics, and this is my favorite. It has a floral top. It has a definitive algae, salty aspect, and it's strong. It's elegant. It pushes, feels blue, turquoise, light blue, baby blue, and sky blue and sea blue all at the same time. It has a sweetness, I believe, that comes from agave. So there is this slight sweetness, nowhere near a gourmand. It's a perfect amount of sweetness for this seaweed, algae, salty note in there. Fantastic. I get 8 hours easily out of this fragrance. It is a joy to wear. It is my favorite fragrance. I have worn it twice here, and I purposely only brought a few decants of it because it's one of those fragrances that I know in this type of setting, I can wear it almost every day. And I decided that I want to set my scent memory around Sospiro Contralto. And if I brought Precious Liquids Blue Agave, the ADP Parfum version, I would have worn it the whole time. So, seal of approval, stamp of excellence, beautiful fragrance. My favorite aquatic, or I said it, and it will be in an upcoming video where we'll have winter aquatics coming through. That it has the strength, it has the setting, it has the tonality, and it has the essence and character to be a winter aquatic, a summer aquatic, a beach aquatic, and that's all we got for today. I really appreciate you guys coming to Hawaii with me. Mahalo and aloha, and good seeing you.
Scent Savant.